How's it going, guys? It's Corey Hyatt with Hyatt Transportation Management. On this video, I am going to talk about the many different trailers and the requirements that you need on the CDLs and the non-CDL part, which a lot of hotshotters have questions about. The non-CDL drivers, this is for you. On your trailer, your GVWR on your truck and the GVWR on your trailer that you add together, the numbers, you add them together, they cannot exceed over 26,001 pounds. And the biggest thing that non-CDL drivers have problems with is definitely the axles. Do not get a trailer with dual tandem axles. I had a bad experience with that. Okay, I had to pull over in a weigh station, and I had to, from 1,000 miles away from my home, just to come 1,000 miles back here to pick somebody up with a CDO, then take him back up there and let him get all of my load, all the money that come from that load. So do not get a dual tandem axles. You're gonna haul it. The best bet is get you a trailer with single wheel axles, two single wheel axles. A lot of guys get 3 single wheel axles, but what I see is that you're going to be making a lot of sharp turns on the road, and whenever you're doing that, it eats the tread on the tires a lot faster, especially whenever it's a gooseneck. You're able to make very sharp turns, and you're going to end up changing out a lot of spare tires with it. Okay. Now on the non-CDLs, which I really recommend that everybody would get CDLs because of the fact that I think personally more money comes out of it. You know, I want to go as far as I possibly can go on the expectations of how much I can haul. Okay, on the load boards, if like say my dispatchers see something on the load boards that it requires a CDLs because of how much it weighs, then I've already got it, just like that. Non-CDLs are going to spend a lot of time looking for loads that weigh a lot less. Okay, and it'll actually turn up into a partial, which you're going to have to get another partial. So CDL drivers, the only thing I want to recommend is hydraulic brakes instead of electric brakes. The reason I say that is my 25-footer has electric brakes, and I still had a lot of problems with it. A lot of problems, especially whenever I'm trying to check out my gain. And what happens is I push it even too much, a little bit. It yanks a lot more. As to my hydraulic brakes, where even if I pinch it to check the gain, what happens is it just smooths into a stop rather than the electric brakes. And not only that, whenever electric brakes, you have a lot more problems up underneath where your wiring harness is going all the way up to it. It corrodes bad, so you're going to end up spending a lot more time up underneath your trailer to be able to actually get your brakes back after you had lost them, and you didn't even realize that you actually lost your brakes for some time until you actually check out with your gain. Now with the hydraulic brakes, you don't have to worry about the electrical system up underneath as much. Now, there's always problems with every single thing, every single trailer that you got, especially every single axle that you have. Some leaks out hydraulic fluid. It's just all the weight that you're having to carry if you're out for weeks or months at a time. So I'm going to go over my 40-footer of what I actually recommend to my drivers to actually get, so it would benefit them more. For one, I'd recommend getting your CDLs. Okay, if you don't want to, alright, that's a personal opinion, that's fine. But what I say is, this right here, all of that right there, I'm able to put 17,000 pounds on. Now right here, this shocker hitch, that is a lifesaver big time, because I had an original coupler on it before, and every single time I'd hit a small pothole, or I'd hit or if I'm on the ramp or something like that, it would literally jolt me back and forth to where I think that I have whiplash. So what happens is that whenever I am pulling forward and I have about 16,000 pounds on me, this airbag right here is able to deflate down, make it a lot easier to pull out without jolting back and forth. And this shocker right here, if you're at a quick stop, you know, say something happens and you have to push on your brakes pretty hard, what happens is that it uses these shocks to be able to absorb it up front. Okay, so yes, I would actually highly recommend PJ Trailer. I've had no problems out of them, nor have I heard any problems out of them. Now with this toolbox here, it came with it, thank God, because I had to put a brand new toolbox on my 25 footer. Now these are the equipment I suggest you'd have: 5 chains 3/8 with 3/8 hooks, and 5 chain binders 3/8, extra ratchets and ratchet straps, 2-inch. I have 2-inch and 4-inch right there, just to make sure on the safe side, because say that you have a big huge load that's very tall, what happens is that a 30-footer wouldn't, say a 30-foot wouldn't be able to reach it at all. You can also use those ratchets to be able to extend the length to be able to reach the strap and strap it down. I just had that happen to me over the week. Now something else I'd actually recommend is your slide straps. All trailers have one, and I would really recommend for my drivers, current drivers and future drivers, to be able to have trailers just like this. You're able to move it right back and forth instead of having to get a ratchet up and then strap it down that way. It's just way too much of a hassle, and it's a lot easier and faster with these slide straps. Alright, now we already talked about the tires. On the tire, this is a brand new trailer, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you the tires that I have, which I am going to trade them out for 14 ply. Right now it's just a 10 ply, and it's actually doing me a lot of good. On my other trailer, and I see a lot of trailers with it, angle iron ramps. Now angle iron ramps is a big hassle too, especially whenever you get like a skid steer that is rubber tires instead of tracks. It will be hard to be able to go get up the trailer. So what I would recommend is these mega ramps, these monster ramps right here. It does have springs on it, which it makes it very loud whenever you're going down the road and you're hitting bumps and everything. But that's why I got this 2-inch strap right here, to be able to hold it down for me while I'm going down the road. The inspections on this trailer doesn't really call for much. Basically, all you're looking for is leaks in the hydraulic system. You're looking for electrical problems in your hookups and your lights. See, if a light has actually gone down, you have to trade it in, change it up. The axles and the leaf springs, make sure there's no cracks in it. Make sure it's all together as one. But air pressure, of course, and I reckon that's about it. But I'm able to pull in, on an average, say about $1,000 more over a 25 footer. If you have any more questions on that, I will comment on it. But other than that, whenever it comes to the hot shotting trailers, and you want better quality on your loads and everything of how much you can actually put on your trailer, I would get your CDLs, a 40-footer, straight up 40-footer, and with a GVWR of like 25,900, get you a truck that has 36,000 pounds, and stay out. Just stay out a long period of time. If you're going out for a week, you come back home, and then you have to travel about 2 hours out of that time on a Monday, then that's 2 hours. You could already dropped off another load from the Friday that you had, or you already had, that you were able to take home with you. So if you were able to take home a load with you and be able to deliver on Monday on your route back home from the delivery, which is what my dispatchers are able to do, then that's great. That's the best way you want to do it. But don't go home empty, because you're going to have to waste about 2 or 3 hours on a deadhead to get to your delivery or your pickup. Now, like I said, subscribe to my channel, and there'll be continuous updates and videos of hot shotting.